have talked about this, said I don't understand. I could play a clip for you, which I'm not going to, of Sonny Hostin on The View saying, I don't understand how this couldn't possibly be self-defense. So what is your judgment of all these people in the media that have spoken on the case?
Well, they're just like anybody else. They don't know me. They don't know Hunter, Austin. They don't know Carmelo. They're looking for their 15 minutes of fame or their clickbait or their clicks. They're looking to monetize the death of my son. I really wish they wouldn't speak about at all. Because one, if that woman said that, she has no idea about the facts of the case, but she wants to spew her public opinion on a platform that reaches millions of people every day. Do I have that platform? No, but today I have a little platform to say what I'd like. She is completely wrong. And if they want to take me and call me and ask me to be on The View with them, I would gladly fly me up there and let me talk to all of you.
Well, I can promise.
One last thing, I know we're playing the music, but Austin Metcalf's the victim, the deceased. His father went on a podcast and listened to it for yourself, but he called Carmelo Anthony a racial slur. And he also said that the reason that black people weren't on the jury is because black people are unable to hold bias from the trial because they don't know their own fathers, have a bunch of baby mamas running around living off of government assistance. So that is the thing. That's the thinking of the victim's father.
Yeah. Well, let's not say that was the victim's
I'm not saying
thinking
it was the
as well.
Of the victim, but of the victim's father.
And we'll let you sit with that. We'll be right back.
Yes. Sonny Austin and ABC are facing mass calls for a lawsuit after claiming Carmelo Anthony did not receive a fair trial because there were no black juries. Why? Also misrepresenting the worth of Austin's dad. To millions of viewers, a lot of people are calling them out. He recently had an interview on Fox News where a lot were said. If you take a look at this fact check on X, Carmelo Anthony sentenced to 35 years in prison. They actually posted the video immediately. X fact checked them. A jury of one's peer does not require jurors to be the same race as the defendant, and black jurors were struck for race-neutral reasons. Anthony weighed 162 lbs, not 130, and multiple black witnesses testify against him from under the 10. Okay, this is X doing fact check after they spewed this on their platform.
I was hoping we could show the world this wasn't a racial divide thing, that we could kind of close the gap instead of widening it. But at that point, they'd obviously retained the services of Dominic Alexander, a convicted baby-shaking felon advocate who decided to throw me out of the press conference, had me removed by police, and then proceeded to gaslight me and tell me how I was such, I can't remember the word he used, but that I shouldn't have been there, and it was not dignified to my son or myself, which I really couldn't quite understand as they proceeded to gaslight me. And also there was a young lady who has followed the case also from the entire time. Her name is Sarah Fields. Also showed information about her. That's when they took it from any type of remorse, which they did not show, to the fact of now we're going to play the race card. And now we're going to politicize this. Now we're getting a political activist involved. The two things I said on one of the first interviews I ever did was, please don't make this about race and please don't politicize it. But they chose to do both.
And your goal that day was to simply get together and pray?
All I wanted, yeah. I was actually hoping to show them, hey, look, man, I know what happened was terrible. And your son made a horrible mistake. I was hoping for some accountability maybe and some remorse. Neither one was shown.
Have you ever spoken to the Anthonys?
No.
No apology, no remorse?
Nothing.
You were telling me you were inside the courtroom, quite obviously. After the verdict, the Anthonys left. They weren't there for Carmelo's sentencing.
That is correct. They weren't there for the sentencing, and they were not there for victim impact statements. They left that poor child up there by himself. As soon as the verdict was read, he was guilty. His family and some other advocates left the courtroom and turned in their badges.
Well, we have an update for Carmelo Anthony, baby. He's got a new team behind him. So a new legal team filed substitution for counsel to pursue appeal for Carmelo Anthony. Baby, and here's the starting lineup. Nobody came to play. I know people thought Ben Crump would be up in here, but don't worry, he brought a co-counsel to the team. Now leading this council is Russell Wilson II. And if you want to know the credentials...
Yes, if you take a look at what this man is doing here, he's able to speak of the truth on what actually happened. I understand race took over this case. Even till date, a lot of people can't even rest because they still want to talk about this. I said it 3 days ago that I will not report on this, but I see myself coming back to this topic, even though they don't recommend these videos on my channel, but I just want to show the few people that will see the video. This man is hurt. If you look through his eyes, the way he speaks, you can realize how he is.
So Carmelo Anthony is getting a new legal team. This will be comprised of a civil rights attorney, also a couple people from the Texas NAACP. A lot of people in that sector are banding together to overturn his conviction. And my biggest thing that I have to say about it is why? Why? He committed murder. There are consequences to murder. That's it, guys. It's that simple.
Yes, these people are getting excited about this whole situation. Like, what is this? I believe you've seen this lady. Carmelo Anthony is having a new team that is going to remove him in prison. This is exactly what they're doing. And at some point, it is like what Carmelo Anthony did was normal, was okay to them. If you see people who love things relating to race, you will obviously know. You will see it clearly. It can't even hide at this point. But it gets crazy when I see someone like, Sonny Austin is a law. I don't know if she's a lawyer, but the way she usually responds to questions, you will wonder if she actually even did law, because this is something she has limited knowledge on what exactly is even going on. I believe after this footage came out on social media, people should have opinions on this topic because they now understand exactly what happened. Not speaking on informations, getting here and there, but based on the video we saw, you can realize the guy actually was wrong. Carmelo Anthony deserves what he is getting. But people can accept this. At some point, I don't always like to share opinions if I have limited knowledge on a subject. Throughout this case, I did not say a thing. Reason being, I had limited knowledge. I knew nothing about this. Reason I was just reporting videos without sharing a lot. I can now confidently say something based on the videos I watch.
That's the pool guy?
I'm ending here. I want to appreciate people supporting, sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clip you see at the end, that is for white everything. You can always skip.
You guys, I'm a librarian.
Yeah. Does this feel? Never do this again.
Emily went under to jurors, but it was shown.
Hello, can you hear me? Yeah, no, I heard what happened. Listen, good news is I'm about to get you going to jail, but
you're on my page, so you automatically know.
Los Angeles is that it's really important not to conflate.
So with all eyes on California, you can see exactly what's happening. It
goes on here in the Golden State.
In 39 days, we will know the winner.
Sports me is a Democrat.
Encouraged in California. Now you realize people everywhere in America make